What's up, you guys? It's your girl Tay, and I'm back with another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today and coming back to spend yet again some more time with your girl. If this is your first time here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, join the fam. I'd love to have you. And as always, you guys, we have 2 giveaways going on. Check that description box underneath the video and I will have all the details in there. You guys, today's video is just going to be me breaking down just a couple things of good and bad things that I like and obviously dislike about Germany. I'm gonna do the bad first because whenever somebody has good and bad news to give me, I always want the bad first. So, you know, that's how we're gonna do this one too. Number 1, the things that I dislike about Germany, paperwork. You have to have a piece of paper to do any and everything, like whether it's government, you know, like paperwork or however you wanna put it, you have to have paperwork for everything. Like, you can't just walk in somewhere and expect to get, you know, handle your business if you don't have paperwork from the previous place that you should have went to before that. Or like, I want to say like even certain cashier jobs, or like in America, you can do secretary work without being, I guess, certified, or like general clerk work. You know, you can do all that, well, certain levels, of course, without being certified. But here in Germany, don't expect to get anything done if you are not certified or have paperwork saying otherwise, you know? And something that kind of entwines with that I dislike about Germany is you have to have an appointment to make an appointment. Like when I first got here and I wanted to get a bank account, I had to come in, make an appointment so that I could then come back and make an appointment, I went in, spoke to somebody, let them know what I want to do. They said, come back on Wednesday and we will schedule you an appointment. When I came back on Wednesday, they basically set me up with another appointment as to when I can then officially come in and set the bank account up. Like, it's like that. It's so annoying. Something else that kind of goes in with that one is multitasking. Whenever you go to like even McDonald's, like something that like simple all the way up to like, again, getting paperwork done, they will not multitask. Like, you cannot walk in and say, you know, I need A, B, and C. No. You need to talk to them about A, handle everything that's within A, and then we can possibly move on to B, but I might have to get you to somebody else. Like, there's no like crisscross in business. There's no multitasking, like nothing. Like, I cannot stand it. You know, like in America, I know I keep saying like in America, I'm not in America anymore, but you know, that's what I'm used to. And this is just kind of my opinion on it. Obviously, I don't think too harsh of these things because my ass is still in Germany, right? But, what was I gonna say? Like, you know, in America, you can walk into one office, more than likely speak to one person and get everything done that you need to get done within that building, right? So that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be Germans stare so bad. Like, and it's not a hateful or a racist stare. It's just genuinely, I guess, what they do. They stare so much. Like, and my mom, I remember like growing up and stuff in America, my mom would stare at people. My mom's German. My mom would stare at people and I would be like, you need to stop staring. You're staring at them. And she would be like, it's a habit. I'm sorry. You know, she was raised, you know, born and raised in Germany. And I would just get so irritated because I'm like, you cannot just stare at people. And she was like, I don't mean nothing by it. You know, I stare. It's a habit. And I've definitely seen where she gets it from, because in Germany, you can expect to have people staring at you, especially like me. If you look different, you're not from here, you know, you're not typical as to what they're used to seeing, they're gonna stare. And it pissed me off so bad when I first got here. But, you know, like I said, obviously none of these things I'm saying are too bad because I'm still here, right? Another one is going to be something that I mentioned in another video. I didn't really go into depth on it. I mean, it's really kind of cut and dry, but you guys, the no air conditioner. Summers are not long here in Germany. Like right now it's May and it's cold. It's been in like the 30s and the 40s for the past few days. And so the summers aren't long, but that doesn't matter. Your girl still needs some AC whenever it is hot outside. I hate it. And then like the buses and the trains, no AC. Stores, whenever you go on them in the middle of the summertime, no AC. It's so terrible. I can't stand that. I really can't stand that. That's probably my number 1 thing I can't stand about Germany. Another thing is going to be things are the way they are. In Germany, rules are rules. There's no way around it. There's no talking your way out of it or talking your way into it. Whenever you go somewhere, you need to expect to follow those rules specifically, whether it's, the quietness on Sundays or in a specific, building or office you go into. Things are the way they are for a reason, I guess. They work for them. So yeah, things are definitely just the way they are. There's no getting around that, okay? My last thing that I'm gonna say, and you know what, honestly, I can't even lie, the things that I dislike about Germany, it took me some time to come up with the things I dislike about Germany, because overall, you guys, I love Germany, but there's good and bad to everything, and I decided to just be transparent about it and really just, say what I do and don't like about Germany. But like I said, this dislike list was way harder to come up with than the what I like list, you feel me? My last thing is gonna be like, obviously, I'm in Germany, I'm not in America, so I shouldn't expect to be able to find the same things, but like, whenever I buy Cantu, that, I'm sure most of you know I'm talking about, the leave-in conditioner Cantu, I paid 10 euros a container. Versus Walmart, it's what, like $5 at the most, and I pay shipping. Unless I like travel to this other hair salon, they charge 10 too also, so I might as well just order it online. I cannot find things that I need. And then like the other day we ordered witch hazel offline. I don't really know how much witch hazel is in America because I never used it in America, but here we paid 17 for it. So yeah, I just dislike not being able to find the things I need, like for Mina McKenzie's hair or my skin or whatever. And then like the clothing here, every store with clothing and shoes runs so different. Like I won't dare buy something without trying it on, and I will not buy Mackenzie shoes or clothes unless she's with me, because I can go to this store and buy her a size 31 in shoes. That's what she wears here. I don't know what that's equivalent to in America, but anyway, she wears a 31 here, but sometimes she wears a 30, sometimes she wears a 31, sometimes she wears a 30.5. It depends. It really depends. I can never just buy something at one store and expect to go to the next store and get the same exact size and get the same exact outcome, because it don't work like that, y'all. Okay, now on to a more positive note. Let's talk about the things I love about Germany. There's a lot more things that I could have wrote on this list, you guys, but I just kind of tried to narrow it down to both lists, 5 and 5, so 10 altogether. My number one thing that I love about Germany is everybody is always outside, like always. The cafes, the restaurants, people are always eating outside and drinking outside, and the kids are always outside playing. You always hear kids outside, and you always see families taking walks. We are always going on walks. You always see people on their bikes and having picnics and in the parks, and it's just, I love that, like in America, if I was going outside, it was going to get in the car, literally, or going to walk into the store. Like, we don't go on walks. Well, I didn't. I can't speak for everybody. We didn't go on walks. We didn't go to the park a whole bunch. We didn't, go to a restaurant and ask, would you like to sit outside, or, or anything like that. Really, let's be honest, Like I said, we went outside, but it's nothing like here. We're outside every single day, and it's like here, rain, sleet, hail, snow, it doesn't matter. There are people walking, riding bikes, going on long runs, and there's so many paths and trails and just so much to see out, just like literally just between the trees and the nature. There's so much to see, not even including everything else that you can see in Germany, Okay, the next one is going to be, I love Mackenzie's kindergarten. I keep looking down because I have my list. Her lunches are never just, looks like they were frozen before and now we're defrosting them to give y'all for lunch. No, it's food. Like, she gets a salad with every meal. She gets a meat. She gets veggies. And then for a dessert, they get apples, strawberries, and things like that. I love that. They are very, I don't know how to explain it. They're very they're always outside with the kids. I guess that's the way I can put it. I wanted to put it a different way, but anytime I go pick up Mackenzie from school, I'm always having to go around to the back and get her from the playground because they're always outside. And like this last week, they had what's called a wild week in English. And her school, they took them to the woods basically for a week straight every day for a couple hours. They weren't allowed to bring toys. They weren't allowed to bring inside things. They had picnics every day for breakfast. They had to use their imagination. They had to find things to play with outside, find things to do. They said it's basically a project that they do every year with the kindergartners to basically discover a whole nother side of their brain that, they don't, they use every day, but they don't use it in the sense that they can when they're outside without toys, I guess. So they do that, and Mackenzie gets frustrated by it sometimes because they take them out there in rain, sleet, hail, or snow. Literally, they're out there. They tell you to, pack them the proper equipment that they can wear. Like Mackenzie has a little overall kind of looking outfit, but I don't want to say it's plastic. I don't even know what material that is. But anyway, she has to wear her rain boots, her hat, everything, because they take them kids out there in any weather, unless it's dangerous, of course. But Mackenzie has a love-hate relationship with it. She's still getting used to it, Okay, enough on that one. My third thing that I love is going to be the public transportation. Like, you wouldn't catch me in America on no public bus. I'm sorry, it's not happening. I'm just not doing it. I mean, I don't really know anybody that, really does ride the public transportation in America. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Well, let me rephrase that. In places where I've been, like I'm sure in New York City and New Jersey and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure all those places they use it, but y'all, that's not the places I'm referring to. I'm referring to like little small towns like where I lived, like in Oklahoma and Fayetteville, North Carolina, and things of that sort, you guys. But public transportation here is just so common. Like the buses and the trains and the U-Bahns and the S-Bahns and all those are just so common, and they're so freaking convenient. Like, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's expensive, but it's definitely not cheap. But I mean, what do you expect? You're getting a ride. Same with having to put gas in your car. It's not cheap, right? My fourth thing is Christmas time in Germany. You guys, I mean, everybody loves Christmas all over the world, right? But Germany is it's just a whole nother like big ordeal. Like in Germany for Christmas, there's Christkindlmarks and there's snow and there's lights and just so many things to do and so many places to go. And it's just so homey during Christmas time around Germany. I love it. I've always loved Christmas time, but being in Germany around Christmas is definitely my favorite. It's just like such a big ordeal, and it's like everybody loves Christmas just as much as me, So, but the Christkindlmarks are definitely one of my favorite things to do. I definitely this year want to go to a bigger one than where I've been going. So that'll be interesting and that'll be fun to take the kids. But I don't really care for snow, but snow around Christmas time is like a must freaking have. Like, it's not Christmas without snow, right? Okay, you guys, and the last thing I'm gonna say is one of my favorite things about Germany is the ease of traveling. Like, it's so much cheaper, obviously, to just travel. Like right now, I could buy a round trip ticket to Amsterdam for like 95 euros. Literally, you guys, like, I can't make this up. It's just so much cheaper. And it's places you actually want to go, like, we were looking at tickets to London, and I think we found them for like 79, It's just the ease of traveling is just like there, like it's lit. Like there's so many places we're going to go this year, so many more places we want to go, in the following years. And I just get to take Mackenzie just to see the world and not just, in America. I want to take her back, obviously to America eventually to visit and, see places she hasn't seen there. But for now, we're here, you guys, and we definitely want to see so many more places in London. I mean, in Germany, we want to go to London. I definitely want to take Mackenzie to London. I could literally go on about the ease of traveling and how inexpensive it is to travel, obviously within Europe, but even beyond Europe, it's still, I wouldn't say cheap everywhere, but most places, like I said, right now, if I wanted a ticket to Amsterdam, I could definitely find it for less than 100 euros. So that is a steal. But yeah, you guys, that was just kind of my little list that I came up with, 5 and 5, things that I love, things that I dislike. Like I said, I could definitely elaborate way more on this, but I thought I'd keep it short and sweet and do the first 5 things for each of them that came to my mind. The things I hate were definitely harder to come up with because I truly do love Germany. It's definitely, obviously, a process to get used to, but I can't complain. Like I said, I'm still here. my love for Germany. The good definitely outweighs the bad, so I can't complain, you guys. But as always, you guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming to spend some time with your girl today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Check the description box for all the details of both of my giveaways. And you guys, I will see y'all next time. Bye, fam.